You won't accomplish much being double-minded. Let's talk about it. To be double-minded is to be wavering in your decisions. It's to be fighting against two opinions. Today I believe God. Today I trust God. But tomorrow is something different. It's to be back and forth in your thoughts, back and forth in your actions, back and forth in your language. And to be double-minded, you won't be able to accomplish much. And that's what the enemy wants you to do. He wants you to be unstable in all of your ways, because when you're double-minded, you can't please God. When you're double-minded, you doubt what God says. When you're double-minded, you can't even go after what God says with all of your strength, because your opinions are fighting against the will of God. And that's what double-minded is. It's almost like two souls warring against each other. But the Father says, this is the season I'm calling you to be sober. This is the season I'm calling you to be alert and to be aware. He says, this is the season you have to align to my word. And the way you're going to do that is by prayer and fasting, because the Father says you can no longer be double-minded in this season. He says, because it will stop your momentum. It will hinder your success. And that's what James was telling the Jewish Christians in James chapter 1, verse 7 and 8, that a double-minded man is unstable in all of their ways, because a double-minded man can't please God. A double-minded man has no foundation. A double-minded man has no loyalty. And the Father says, if you're going to be who I called you to be, you cannot walk in double-mindedness. That cannot be your mind. And that's what the enemy comes to do. He comes to play on your mind and to plant thoughts that are not God. But the Father says, in this season, clear the clutter. In this season, remove what you got to remove, that your mind will be focused on Him. He says, and if you would keep your mind on Him, He says He will keep you in perfect peace. Somebody put at the bottom of the screen, I'm clearing the clutter so I can clear my mind. And as you clear your mind, the Father says, prayer and fasting draw close, so that way you will get the heart of the Father. He says, because He wants you to have the mind of Christ in this season, and not be wavering in thought, not be wavering in action, not be wavering in what He told you, but being consistent, being faithful. Because dangerous is a man who is faithful. Dangerous is a man who is alert. Dangerous is a man who knows his assignment and his place in the earth. And the Father says, that's what I'm calling for you in this season, not to be wavering between opinions, not to be wavering in your actions, not to be wavering in your thoughts, but you believe God based upon what He said. Have a good one.